The Camon 40 Pro has a contender.
Eh?
2 contenders actually. It's no longer there are 2 other phones.
Which ones?
The Infinix Note 50 Pro
Ooh.
and the Samsung Galaxy A26.
Yay! At least for the first time, you guys are actually excited about a Samsung phone. It's fake excitement, though. It's actually fake. You sure? Yes.
No matter how you look at it, right, for the price range. In fact, funny enough, these phones are all 353,000 naira.
Yeah.
Each one, 353k. You buy any of these ones.
But then again, one of them is giving us lower RAM and storage and no accessories.
Yeah.
But it's
So they're cheating us.
It is fluid. The phone is very fluid.
You buy your own charger.
So the actual price of using that phone is not 350 something.
Yeah.
But why you guys sounding like we don't buy iPhones and other devices that
Flagship, you can
even
afford
Redmi now, Redmi
flagship, you can afford it.
Xiaomi now don't they do phone without
So
charger.
okay, why is Samsung including a 15 watts charger and a case if they know what they did is right?
I mean, people buy flagships without chargers, so that's not really.
And people
a problem.
that buy flagship.
But what makes each of these phones stand out? Like, what makes the A26 a contender? What makes the Camon 40 Pro good for that price? What makes the Note 40 Pro, Note 50 Pro, interesting for that price? For me, I would say, in terms of processor, which one has the best processor for that price?
A26 now.
Yeah, A26 has 5G, has Exynos 1380.
5G gives it an edge.
And
the
still score 500k
was
plus.
the processor on the A54.
Yeah.
So, it's a solid processor. And then, in terms of build quality, you're always fighting build quality for Samsung now.
Victor's man.
I said it. I said it.
Victor's
Give him accolade.
Victor's Plus
Back and front.
But
It's not easy now.
the Infinix has
Metal
frame. So what do you have to say about that?
But it has metal frames, but it will still scratch.
Come on, Infinix
that's
has
true.
wireless
charging.
Okay,
Battery
no.
sensor.
I give the wireless charging. Like there's
Infinix
no
has
phone.
fast wired charging, 90 watts.
Fast wireless charging, 50
Yeah,
watts.
50 or 30.
Wait, the Pro is 50 watts. 30 now.
30 watts.
Wire charging 90 watts is a big deal, no doubt.
Yeah.
Wireless charging 30 watts wireless charging.
Reverse wireless.
Bro,
It's wireless.
That's
It's
insane.
wireless charging is faster than some
And
smartphones
I
wire
think
charging.
it has the slimmest bezels of
Yeah.
of both.
A26 has to. A26 is capped at 25 watts
It's
now.
25.
So the Infinix wireless charging is
charging is
faster than
faster.
the
Than
A26 wire charging.
But calm down. That A26 na powerhouse.
The processor alone.
Processor.
For gamers, that's the phone you should get.
Like
But look at it now. It looks like it's a phone that they brought back.
I mean,
from
the U-notch
from 1980.
it just it cannot be perfect.
That
209
U-notch.
it can't be perfect.
That
If
U-notch.
that phone didn't come with a U notch, people won't buy A36.
And the camera,
Actually,
surprisingly,
they
I was comparing the Camon 40 Pro's camera with the A26, and it's looking very close. It's looking.
I
very,
remember
very
when we
close.
told you had trust issues. Valo carried the phone
It's looking close.
for like an hour.
Valor
the best.
refused. Valor refused to believe.
No, like I spent today with that phone and I was like,
But looking at the fact that the A26, I mean, when you say cameras, you always want to prioritize Samsung over Tecno in terms
Yeah.
of camera. But if you cannot differentiate the quality of a Camon 40 Pro and a Samsung A26, give Tecno accolades more now.
I give them, it shows growth.
But
At
which one
least.
would you pick?
None.
Pick one.
If I have to pick, I'll pick the A26. I will lie to you. Because it's not easy now. Think about it, 6 years OS updates. 6
Are
years,
you-
6 years that calm down. 6 years that will not hang because that
Okay.
phone is fluid. 120 Hz, 6 gig RAM.
Okay.
There's only the 8 gig RAM option. Calm down.
A24.
Why you doing show that?
A24 that has how many?
You want
They've not given them they're
They are
not
still
running
on
on
Android
Android
14.
Exactly.
That's true. They're still on Android 14.
So 6 years of updates, but when are you going to get it?
Calm down. Calm down. I don't own Samsung. I don't care about them at the same time. But I'm giving you facts.
I mean, since it's one UI
No,
7,
but I heard
software
One
is
UI
very
7 is
good.
coming to flagship now. So there's hope now.
I mean, one
It's
UI
not like
7
there's no hope.
will come to
It's just that
flagships
when.
from today. I mean, it's going to the
Not
flagships.
not everybody can be like iPhone. Do you get it? Not everybody
Or
will be like
Google,
iPhone that,
or
or
Google.
Google that will just give you one.
So
You
they
need
can
to
copy
sell.
the design, but they can't behave like them. It's okay. We'll go on.
But I mean, processor-wise, A26. Build quality-wise, you still want to give it to A26? I mean, it has IP67, but Camon 40.
I give it to
Camon 40 is
A26. I will lie to you.
IP69. Like,
Because
see,
if you give Camon 40 build quality, what are you giving it for? It's plastic back and front.
No, it's for the water resistance.
Plastic behind.
It's mostly
water
resistance.
resistance.
But in terms
What's
of toughness,
A26 IP rating?
toughness is
this
IP67. But toughness of the glass, it's the A26 that has a tougher front glass.
Yeah.
I think Victor's 7i is on the Camon, which is good, but
It's not as strong. Yeah.
Victor's Plus is
Not strong.
so.
And the metal frame on the
And the
Infinix,
Infinix, and then it has heart rate sensor, the
which
faster
nobody's going to
charging.
use.
Come on, you will use it. If you are buying the
Like,
phone,
you will-
anybody
you-
that is choosing to buy that phone will probably use it.
People
that
will
bought
use
the
it.
Pixel 8 that has a temperature.
sensor.
They didn't use it. Flopped.
No, people will use it because a lot of people bought the Apple Watch that year because of this thing now. Same heart rate sensor.
So
So
the thing
Infinix
is-
has a smartwatch. If you want to know your
So,
blood
so
sensor,
the good
it's not
thing is
phone.
that, right? The good thing is that we are seeing a lot of value because of
Yeah.
competition, right?
Yeah.
So if you are a Samsung person, go and buy the A26, you get the value. If you are a Tecno person, buy the Camon 40 Pro, you get the value. The Infinix is there, you get the value.
Honestly, it's a tough one. I'm looking at the three phones and I'm like, I don't know which one to pick.
So this is the way it is, right? When somebody would ask me, what do you recommend? Someone asked me today, so I'm like, if you want 5G and you want to use it for gaming, go for the A26.
Yeah.
If you want you want a phone you can take to swimming pool and not be concerned, right? That's the Camon 40 Pro.
Yeah.
If you want a phone that has all the AI features, the best AI features, the Camon 40 Pro for that price. And then if you want something with the heart rate sensor, the faster charging, the wireless charging, the reverse wireless charging, go for the Infinix. I mean, you have your options cut out for you. You can choose one easily.
And charging makes sense. I did a battery charging test. 42 minutes.
For the Infinix.
Yeah, 0 to 100%.
Oh, why that's slow though.
And then which one has the biggest battery?
90.
Do you know how long?
90 watts.
Do you know how long it take?
Sure, it's the Infinix that has the biggest battery.
Yeah, 90 watts.
Was it?
No,
the battery.
5,200.
Okay,
5,200.
Infinix and
And
Tecno has the
Tecno.
same battery.
But wait.
Your A26 will take like 1 hour 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That we know it's 25 watts, but it's freaking 90 watts now.
For the
Your
Infinix.
light must be very bad.
No.
Because 90 watts for 5
So
minutes.
it charges fast and slows down a bit.
You know, it doesn't. If it charges too fast, it will overheat the
Yeah.
phone. And you know it has metal frame.
Okay,
so
true.
15 minutes took. The first 15 minutes, 0 to 15 minutes is like 42%.
So it charges rapidly at
So
first,
rapidly, yeah.
so that you can get that 50%
Yeah.
if you're on the go.
It slows down.
But I mean, those three phones are solid phones. for
They're
the
very
price.
solid phones.
But wait. It's funny how Tecno, for the first time, can actually brag around Redmi, Samsung.
Redmi is
Hey,
not in
Redmi
the
does not have a
picture.
phone in that price. Though.
Redmi is not in the picture.
So the Redmi phone that is supposed to be in that
No,
price.
you don't get.
not
You don't,
14
you don't get what I'm
of
saying.
which that
Seth.
one is like almost 400k.
You don't get what I'm saying.
And it's not even
So
as-
there was this unsaid loyalty people had, mid-range people had with Redmi. Did you get?
The Redmi
Come on,
drops
just
the ball.
come on, just.
They started
just-
dropping the ball from the Note
Come on,
10
just
Pro
scattered
series. From
everything.
the Note 10 series, Redmi started dropping the ball in terms of value. So
I know people that sold their Redmi devices to buy Camon 40 Pro.
and then
My jaw dropped.
and then in terms of the cameras,
Wow.
right? In terms
Like
of the phone,
people that don't like Tecno phones normally.
in terms of the cameras, right? It's the Camon that has the most camera features. It has the fastest camera too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the A26 can shoot 4K.
4K 30 FPS.
Rare, yeah.
No phone in that
No
price
phone
point
in
can do
price
that.
point can do that. So I mean,
That's a
That's-
big deal.
that's
a
like
big
triple-
deal.
Like it's a,
Strong
you know how
con-
many phones I've reviewed and
strong
when I just
content.
checked
The only
2K,
thing,
you para
the
me.
only thing is at that price, Samsung is giving me 6 gig RAM and 120 gig internal storage.
but it's the only phone at that price too with expandable storage. The Tecno does not
Wow,
have expandable
yeah, it
storage.
has
I-
SD card.
The Infinix does not have expandable
I can't remember the
storage.
last time I used SD card.
So
People in that price point, they use it though.
people use it. People use it.
They will just buy like
Normally
1
I will
terabyte.
go for the 256 gig, which would cost more. So
But I mean, Samsung tried. I mean, when the A25 came out, the price was almost 400k.
yeah.
So they are seeing what's going on with the competition. So they dropped the price of
So
this one.
it almost feels like they're losing money to.
So
try
right
and
now,
sell.
you know the way they right now, it is cheaper to buy the A26 than to buy the A25 right now.
Mad.
So
It's normal now. They don't want you to look for the old one.
Samsung, thank you. Thank you. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
So-
we love you.
So yeah, those are your options for those that will always say go and buy used older flagships. You can always go and buy used older flagship, but everybody cannot buy
And
it.
carry
But
across.
do that's that advice of buy older flagship. Is there actually
People were talking about
an
green
official, like an official
So it says
platform that you can get? Because I don't think there is, except you want to buy abroad.
so there are vendors that sell, and then like in Computer Village, and then you can also like buy abroad. But the thing with use older flagships that people would not admit, they'll tell you go and buy use older flagships, and then if 10 of us walk to Computer Village to buy use older flagships, right? If the 10 of us see what we are looking for, maybe 2 or 3 persons will get good one. The rest of
Yeah,
us,
like the rest will be
2
shit.
weeks time we are complaining.
Either it's repaired or the battery is shit.
So that's the problem with use older flagship. But I mean, anybody that decides to go for use older
It's like
flagship probably know
6,
what
6.
they are looking for.
But
Yeah.
the funny thing is that iPhone is not like that. That's why people like iPhone.
iPhone is
told
like
you
that.
that?
iPhone is
No,
part of the use older
battery.
flagship.
No.
That they will boost the battery.
So, see, there's a reason why you see iPhone users, they need a degree. They don't want to use any other phone.
And there's a reason why they carry power bank up and down.
Yeah. Now, an average iPhone user, I know people that have never bought a brand new iPhone. And their phone never spoils. They will use it 1 year, 2 years, and still sell it. There's a method to that madness.
Everybody I know is always buying brand new.
It's not that they don't
They are
have
rich.
problems. See, they don't tell you. They don't tell you the problems, right?
No. See. Let me explain something.
See, there's this thing that iPhone comes with that their users the pride that they have. They don't complain about the problems that
No,
they have.
that's Samsung.
You
sorry.
no. See, the truth is, you only see them complain when they have left that side and someone else is complaining. They'll say, yes, when I had it, I had this. When we talked about the 13 Pro the other time, go to the comment section. All of them making noise that 13 Pro is terrible. The screen did this, my own did that.
Okay,
but when they were using it, they were not complaining.
Okay, so let me explain what I meant now. For example, now, iPhones, MacBook, anybody that uses it would agree with this one. Whenever, for example, now, all these people that sell recycled, refurbished, whatever, when they buy it, they change the battery. The same thing with MacBook. They'll change it, cycle changes. iPhone too, they change it. Do you get? So when you're buying it, except they give you a year battery, or they don't go put battery where the cycle they very low.
If you're buying from
you feel
Apple,
like you're using a new
owned one.
Yeah, the same thing Apple does.
So you can
too.
buy like
But-
Apple has a certified
Yeah,
refurbished.
Yeah, so they'll switch the battery. You will go enjoy it for at least a year plus. No
But
error.
we don't know if that's what the vendor is bringing. That Dubai phones that they've.
But so, I mean, leave use older flagship troubles for
Yeah,
people that are buying use
exactly.
older flagship troubles. Let's focus on the 3 phones. The
I
phones
mean,
that
you
are
were sharing a
actually
story of
free.
one of your followers that bought Note 20.
You know now the person was we always call anytime I drop a video on budget phones, they will come to the comments. You don't waste money on budget phones. If you have 300k, go and buy Note 10. Go and- So the person, I'm like, buying now, nobody's to do. So the person ended up, I think he bought Note 20, and then 2 weeks later, green line on the screen like 5, and he came to complain that I took it to Samsung rejected it. I'm like, of course, it's a used phone. It's no longer under warranty. And now you are going to be spending double to fix the screen of almost 200k plus. And now the 300k that we are avoiding to spend on the mid-range phone, you are now spending double. Before you know, you are spending flagship money, new flagship money to buy used older flagship. And the uncertainties with older flagships is too plenty.
I don't think people actually understand that it's not smart to buy any phone that is older than 3 years.
I mean, it depends. If you have a reliable and a trustworthy vendor, right? I mean, somebody that will tell you if anything happens to the phone in 1 month, bring and come back, I will change them. Buy, but they will not give you more than 2 weeks warranty. So and the problem will not come until after 2 weeks.
That's the thing, because even especially Android phones we're seeing this year, even the producers after a year they don't have their older phones.
Yeah, they'll tell you it's phased out.
I'm telling you, like it's old. It's only people that maybe they bought they could not sell that have the stock. So what I do with a phone of 3 years? They are what they call it, like they are. What do you call that shit? Where they repair phones?
Customer service.
Customer service don't even have the parts.
Yeah.
Like you get. So any phone older than 3 years, OS first, updating the phone is a problem. Parts is a problem. But then battery and something, if the screen if you don't decay, maybe you don't get one sideline where you never see. There must be a problem.
I mean, everybody. I mean, if it's Samsung and if it's Apple, people will know 1 year, so make them buy.
So it's like people saving money to buy.
It's their money.
12 Pro Max is a stupid phone.
But you know the reality of it.
Don't buy it.
The reality of it is the people that always like use other flashes, they're only people on the internet too. I go outside, I tell you, if 5-10 people walk past you, they are using a Tecno, an Itel, or an Infinix phone. Then maybe you see Samsung A series, then a couple of them folds, flagship, then some of them iPhones. All the use other flagships, you will not see them.
Guys, 60% of Nigerians are using newer Android phones.
Yeah.
Mid-range, entry, a lot of them. Babes, a lot of girls are using Infinix phones. A lot.
Something funny, right? There's somebody that bought the Camon 40 Pro. Now I went for a picnic recently and the met the person saw me like, if you see the pictures that I snap.
Wow.
I almost filmed the person saying it because the Tecno Camon sponsor.
Like a lot of people, like I get a lot of DMs half of the time. I'm at maybe Slot or somewhere. Which one will you advise me to buy? Should I buy those devices that there's the entry, there's the C version, and I'm like, don't touch the C, go for Pro entry. But I hear it a lot.
But I mean, A26 Camon 40 Pro, Infinix Note 50 Pro that we are saying around 353k. Some stores are not actually selling at 353k. Where can somebody buy it? So I mean, you have recommended retail prices. So you can buy from Wire Hub, you can buy from Spectrum.
Yeah.
And then there are stores. If it's more than that price that we mentioned, I mean, pick from these stores that.
I don't even think you can get it cheaper than Wire Hub or Spectrum.
You can't get it. It
can't be cheaper. If it's cheaper, I'll dash you the money. Don't worry.
Hold on.
Dollar fee change.
No, but best price is Wire Hub Spectrum.
Yeah, just
for sure.
Pick up one there.
If they don't give you the right price, Buzz easy.
Why me? But yeah, I mean, I've gotten comments asking me like, this Wire Hub that you say they should buy from, is it legit? I mean, follow them.
Someone just bought.
If they scam you, drag us. Drag Valor.
Plus, if you're in Lagos, pay on delivery.
Yeah.
So if you don't, we all have trust issues. So if you don't trust, maybe they fear, order.
Pay on delivery.
When you collect it,
same day delivery.
Pay same day delivery. So
for Lagos,
don't trust anybody. Do your pay on delivery, get your shit. Simple.
Yeah. But I think that settles it for A26. Well, I mean, these three phones, are there any disadvantage to these phones?
Obviously, yes.
So let's start with Camon 40 Pro. What's the major disadvantage? Like, what does it lack that should be in a normal phone around this price?
For me, build quality.
No, that phone does not have problem with build quality.
I don't
agree with you.
I don't like the frames. Is plastic. You see that frame? So if I wipe this wall now, it's gone.
When you are complaining about build quality, we are talking about what will damage the phone. It's plastic, it will not damage, right?
Yeah.
So you are not going to worry. It will scratch. You're not going to worry that glass
will not break.
Glass will break. Yes. So you cannot complain about durability.
Stop doing that. Glass will break.
Glass will break.
All premium phones come in glass, so don't telling me that.
It will break. It scratches at deeper grooves at level 6. So, but for me, I think
what else?
For the Camon 40 Pro, I think now that A26 is here, 5G.
Yeah, for that price.
5G is
yeah.
now that A26 is here, and then the lack of SD card expansion. Lack of SD card.
So that phone carry you.
But since it has 256, that's not really a problem.
Yeah.
Then I mean, Balo, do you have anyone?
Maybe it's my unit, but that wide angle camera, it was pulsing. Like, it doesn't focus.
Okay, the focus on the wide angle. I'm sure what you have is
pre-release
software.
Yeah.
Pre-release software. But I mean, anybody that has a Camon 40.
But I like that phone. I like the way it looks.
In case you're wondering why I'm wearing glasses, I was blinking like a thief in the last video. So you're not gonna see my eyes. Anyways.
One I mean one I do.
Okay.
So, but I mean, you can mention it in not joining. Note 50 Pro, like what disadvantage would you say it has?
Have we talked about the advantages first? Maybe we
talked about the advantage, like the battery, the wireless charging, the build, metal frame, and all that. People are always complaining.
Funny enough, I don't think that phone has a downside minus the IP rating. If it was IP69, it would have been perfect.
So I was going to say the price, but is it just said they've brought down the price?
So it's all the 300. They are around the same price. So.
Then Infinix, how far? Samsung is doing 6 years OS updates.
Infinix is still 2.
Tecno is doing 3 years.
Infinix.
Why are you guys doing 2? So
it's actually 3 years, but 2 major OS updates.
Yeah.
Third year for.
So but it's not really bad. Xiaomi is doing 3 years. It's not bad though. Infinix is young.
It's just that when someone is pushing the bar, follow them. Like it's you don't want to give people excuse to buy another phone.
But quick question. The way that Note 40 Pro feels, like
50 Pro,
the way it feels.
Note 50 Pro.
Is there any 50 Pro? Is there any other device that gives you that feeling, like when you hold it?
You know, it has that shape of the Ultra.
Yeah, like
Ultra.
the sides are big. The way it's curved.
Yeah.
Like they made that phone. They made that phone feel premium. Like if you hold it, minus the ugly back. If you hold it,
is it ugly? It's unique.
I don't like that camera module though. It's not like it's ugly.
People are complaining that they are copying iPhone. Now they are
this one is their own. Nobody can say they copied anybody.
That's enough fine.
You know, fine.
It's unique.
But no. Let's not just throw it under the bus. It's not. It doesn't affect the overall build.
Some people
it
like
still
it.
looks cute.
Go to the comment section of videos. Like there are people that are
So
admiring the design and more than
No.
people that
Do you think it affects the overall build?
No, it does not.
It doesn't. It's just that we're not used to. It's different. That's just it. We're not used to it.
And everybody is asking for the Pro Plus version. Everybody in the comments, where's the Pro Plus?
But you know the funny thing. Nigerians always want the Pro Plus of
But
something.
then they will not pay.
They no go buy. I've
But-
seen that comment a lot
I mean,
too.
we talked about the downsides of the Note 50 Pro, the Camon 40 Pro. What about the A26? What is
You
the
notch.
downside? You notch about
Why
that.
you notch,
It doesn't
yeah.
have always on display too.
it's slow charging.
But I don't understand that thing.
It's one of those things. It's just Samsung doing Samsung
How do you have a
things.
Super AMOLED display and you don't have always
Before
on display?
A30 series got always on display, it was last year. It's
Mhm.
just Samsung doing Samsung things. So I mean, they are even happy that we are lucky that it has screen recorder.
Yeah, I just remember one big thing, and this even goes for the A26, 36, and 56.
Oh, that.
AI.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much AI features as Infinix and the Tecno.
Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't
Come
have
on.
as much.
To be fair,
To be what?
calm down.
Okay.
Somebody has to support. We cannot all carry knife.
And in terms of cost, it costs more than the others.
to be
when
to
you
be
compare
fair,
the
to be
lack of
fair, to be
accessories.
fair, if you do plus and minus what you're getting from that phone, you know go reason all those AI things.
If
Think
you,
about
do,
it now.
if you do plus and minus, bros, you go buy
Samsung,
charger.
I swear.
You go na 6 gig. You go get. If you want 8
So,
gig RAM, you have
So
to spend
let me
100K.
sound like a white person now. The idea of not putting a charging brick on the phone
It's
or
because
in the
it's supposed to
phone
be a charger.
is to help the ecosystem. Do you
Okay,
get
You know, see how this is our ecosystem now you want it.
where diesel they run for your backyard?
So if,
we
it's
spoke.
if it's to help, why not offer it for free?
No, so you don't get it. So when they sell
No, make it
accessories,
optional.
Yeah.
No, see, calm down now. When they sell accessories, accessories are not. They don't. The production for accessories is not as much as the production for phones and bricks in the box. So, for example, now let's say they sell 1 billion units.
Olga.
See, this man is making excuse.
Olga.
No, because it's not only them. iPhone started it. Samsung followed.
iPhone has
Oppo is doing it too.
iPhone can do it and nobody will complain, right? They will buy it anyway. Samsung will do it, they will buy it anyway. Any other brand tries it, major.
Almost everybody is doing it. Small. I just say they don't need to have their full chest. Some phones they will put bricks. Some
Let's
they
leave
don't
all those ones. I mean, the audience now knows. I mean, if you pick any of these phones you pick, right, you get value, but you know what you like, you know what you get, and all that. So I mean, the final purchase decision is your own.
But it's crazy. Like, you came out and say AI, Galaxy AI. Now you're not giving those features to your best-selling phones.
It's awesome AI, and there's still AI inside.
There's more AI.
Small.
Itel has more AI than Samsung phone.
Please, which item gets more AI?
It's coming.
Because we never see them yet,
AI powered voice assistant.
Bro, that's in all these since now. Plus
It
DeepSeek.
has been on the
And they
traction
have
course.
A26 has what the Gemini now.
Every phone has Gemini, so
So,
it doesn't count.
Every Tecno phone has Folax. What do you call
Yeah,
it?
it's not
Folax
Folax.
Ade. What do we Itel low version?
Intel is Ivana.
Every Itel phone has always had an Ivana. So difference is DeepSeek Ivana now.
Yeah,
So
but I mean that settles it for those phones.